beautiful Tuesday and the last week of August. I want to say thank you so much for spending your time with me this Tuesday morning. And today we are going to go over a $50,000 grant specifically for women entrepreneurs. Well, I'm going to dive deeper into the grant and I'm actually going to apply myself. Yesterday, we actually went over a grant together and we went over the $100,000 Poker Power grant. That's also sponsored by Poker Power and I Fund Women. It's a $100,000 grant. It is not just for women, but it's also for all ethnicities, sexualities, and genders. So this is also the perfect startup grant, $100,000. So I want you to check out that particular, grant that we walked through yesterday. I submitted my application last night, and I hope you did too, friend. So I'm so excited. I can't wait. I pray to God that I win this $100,000, and I pray the same thing and the same win for you, friend. Today, we are going to actually apply to a $50,000 grant together. This is specifically for women entrepreneurs. Yes, I believe you can be a startup, but without further ado, I'm actually going to dive deeper into this grant. We're going to apply to it together. And of course, if you have any questions, I love an interactive chat. So make sure you are dropping your questions, your concerns, whatever it is whatever challenges you are having when you are actually applying to grants, whatever reassurance that you need, I'm here to help you out, okay? I've had this 6-year YouTube channel dedicated to teaching you about how to search and apply to grants and also giving you some business development strategies, all right? So we're going to get into that. Before I actually bring up the $50,000 grant, of course, I'm going to go over what a grant is, how to search and apply to grants, how to be professionally prepared for grants, just to give you the reassurance you need. If you don't know this information, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by to my channel, especially if this is your first time seeing me. I'm Superior Shelby. I am a 71% successful grant writer. I've been winning millions of dollars in grants for 10 years, and I am literally dedicated to doing this. I've went through business debts, challenges, and so many different adversities. When I won my first grant, I made it my absolute mission to share this information for free to everyone I know via YouTube channel. And also I offer the service of writing grants for you. I have a team that is certified under me and also certified by US grant writers. So that way we can provide the service to you guys, okay? And I also write business plans and pitch decks. So we'll get to that in a minute. But before I get there, I want to say hey to everybody in the chat. Hey, Jay Brittany, thank you so much for being here. Love your business plan and your pitch deck, like literally top notch. I pray to God that he gives us the opportunity to work together. Hey, what's up, Stacy? Look at you with new hair, new style. I love it. Oh, thank you so much, Stacy. It's literally the same wig I've been wearing for the past 3 weeks. So thank you. Robin, thank you so much for being in here. And yes, I know it is very, very late in Las Vegas. So thank you so much for joining me in this early morning, late night for you. Hi, Dennis. Thank you so much for being here. Consistently being here is an absolute great thing. I'm so blessed to have you guys with me. All right. So Jay Brittany says, we're definitely going to work together. Yes, I can't wait. So let's talk about grants, how I find these grants, what you need before you go for them. And then we're going to apply to the $50,000 grant together. Okay. All right. So friends, grants is free money that you can get that you truly are worthy of so you can start and scale your business. If you've ever needed at least $10,000, $20,000, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and even millions of dollars for you to kickstart your business or just for you to scale the business that you currently have, well, you can get free money to do that. And what's so amazing about grants compared to traditional lending opportunities is that grants do not need you to go through such a hassle to show how you would pay it back because there's no repayments. There's no credit checks. There's no personal information needed, like your social security and date of birth. You also don't have to provide any documentation. Most entrepreneurs, actually within their first 2 years, they don't even know about these opportunities. But here you are today on my live stream, and I'm so blessed to have you because you are truly interested in going for a grant opportunity that you don't have to pay back. Now, grants is free. If you actually Google the definition of grants, it will say it is a reward, usually in the form of money, that you can get from another entity. So that would be like Apple, Google, Uber, DoorDash, Sephora, Macy's, all of these big companies that actually give out grants. You can also get a grant from a private investor or private sector. So that can be like Hello Skip, Hello Alice, CHASM, right? We are going to go over them. Honeycomb Credit, I Fund Women, the Black Ambition Prize. There's so many different investment capital firms that give out grants as well, not just investment capital opportunities. And then you can also get this grant-free money that you don't have to pay back from your state and local government. What that looks like is, let's say, for example, you live in Fulton County, Georgia, which is Atlanta. Well, there might be a grant specifically for Black women in Fulton County, right? So you would actually find that through your state and local websites where you can get funding from, okay? Usually through your state's Small Business Development Center. Every state has like a SBDC. So you can always Google like Florida SBDC, Texas SBDC, New Hampshire's SBDC, right? And you can go through there and you can find different funding opportunities, not just grants, but also traditional lending too, that your state and local government is giving out. All right, so you know what a grant is, and you know where you can usually know how to get them. But let's talk about where I get these grants. I use two main websites, but I'll give you three. So you can use, of course, everybody has heard of grants.gov. That is the government, US government, the United States government website for grants. Those grants on grants.gov are specifically for seasoned business owners of 2 years or more. And they are also they're federally funded. So they're looking for businesses who have already been vetted in their particular contracts that they have gotten. So I want to reassure you that if you are using grants.gov is the government website for grants, yes, but I want to reassure you that it is not for startups. So if you have not generated revenue or you've generated less than 6 figures so far in your business, grants.gov is not the place that I would highly advise that you would find grants for your business. Also, you're a startup and they're looking for a 2-year-old or businesses or older, okay? Now, for those of you who are a seasoned business, you've been in business for 2 years or more, you've been generating revenue, you have your tax documents, you have all of your accounting documents together, profit and loss statements, business plans, pitch decks, and so much more professionally put together, grants.gov is definitely a big win for you. There's high ticket grants in there of millions of dollars, and you can potentially win a contract with another company through grants.gov that will allow you to consistently bring in an extra reoccurrence of income for your or revenue for your business. Okay. All right. So that's grants.gov. Now, the two main websites that I use that is not grants.gov is HelloSkip. HelloSkip is a certified nonprofit organization. They're based out of New York. And if you guys follow HelloSkip on YouTube, tell Ryder I said, hey. Now, you can always sign up for HelloSkip. You can download the app on your phone. It's HelloSkip. Hello, HelloSkip. Now, it is a blue and white app. This app is a business resource tool. Okay, friend? Now, the business resource tool, meaning it has a business public directory where you can list your business and possibly connect with other businesses. It also has a, artificial intelligence to help you build your business plan. It also has other funding opportunities there, like capital investments, business credit cards, and lines of credit. And also, it has a full dashboard of at least 30 grants or more every month that you can have access to for free, and you can actually submit the applications directly through this app. HelloSkip is free to use, or you can sign up for their Skip Plus membership, which will give you more incentives like consultations, having AI automatically apply to more than 5 grants for you every month. So to have access to those things, you can download HelloSkip, sign yourself up, and use my invite code Superior Shelby all together. Okay. Now, the second main website that I use is grantwatch.com. Now, grantwatch.com is $50 a month or $20 a week. But I'll give you a grant tip, friend. What I love the most about grantwatch.com is that it is a full grant search engine where you can find all the grants that serve in your favor. Yes, friend, it will take you time to go through hundreds of grants that serves in your favor. And you might narrow down to about 30 out of the 100 that you find. But at least you have found 30 that you can go for, and you have 30 chances of winning these opportunities. See, grants don't talk to each other. That's the beautiful thing about grants as well. There is no grant reporting agency like credit. You can apply to as many grants as you want to, and you can also get approved to as many grants as you want to as well. Just as long as you put in your business taxes how much you have received in grant funding, rewards, and charitable gifts, you're good to go. And your CPA Oh, let me see. Let me know in the chat. Can you see me now? I was like, nothing happened. It didn't reconnect. So I'm thinking the internet's kind of in and out today. Oh, I think we're back. We're back. Oh, yay. So sorry about that, you guys. All right, so I'll go over what I was saying for the last 5 minutes once again, and then we'll get back to it. I'm so sorry about that. It didn't show me on here that we was reconnecting. I guess it just didn't connect well. All right, so what I was saying was, you know what a grant is, free money that you don't have to pay back. You know that you can get a grant from a business entity, a state and local funded opportunity, and also from a private investor and sector. You also know that you need to have um, a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 3-minute pitch video before you apply for these types of grant opportunities, venture capital, incubators, or accelerator programs. Okay. Now, you also need to, you can use helloskip.com. You can use it on a laptop or download the app. You can also visit grantwatch.com to find these grants that I'm always talking about. Okay. So without further ado, let's go over the CHASM grant, which is a 50K grant. I want to be able to apply to it right now as we are live on YouTube. So I hope you walk through the grant alongside with me. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up. I noticed that there is like different, it's not easy to find this link. So I'm like, okay, let me find the link. Thank you so much. Hey, how are you? All right, capital connections and strategy, learn about the, so let's go through this together. I actually have the direct application link, but also I was like, it's kind of a challenge for you to find the application link, which is weird. So yeah. 50K CHASM grant. I'm going to put the information inside the description now, so that way you can actually follow along. And we're going to apply to it together, okay? It's a $50,000 grant. I believe the deadline date is August 31st, 2025. And then the actual application link, I have it in my grants list. I forgot how I even found it, y'all. Okay, so let me put all this in, and I'll also put the link inside the chat. So it's through Typeform. So I think that's why it's kind of a challenge to find it. This is a 7-minute application, so that's fine. Okay. Save. Okay, so I'll put the link to the application that we're applying to now. It's in the chat. Okay, awesome. I also put my number in the chat just in case you guys want to book a one-on-one. All right, so we are going to go over the information about this grant, and then we are going to apply. All right, so let me show you. $50,000 on the line. All right, why not? And also, you guys don't know, I'm going to show you like a little bit of the calendar that I created yesterday. I talked about how I wanted to create a calendar so I can be more disciplined and more focus driven, right? And I can be more just like get things done. So I'm going to show you what I did on my Google Calendar. I decided to use my Google Calendar, and I'll show you how I was able to do it and like color coded and stuff. And then you can possibly do your Google Calendars and just kind of like be like consistent with taking out the task. So we'll go over that towards the end. All right. So in other words, without further ado, let's go over this 50K CHASM grant. So I also went through this particular website, right? And this is a venture capitalist website. That's what I like about it. I wanted to be nosy because I was like, let me learn more about CHASM. They actually have a lot of information in here, articles and resources for us to learn how to tighten up our pitch, to talk about what investors are looking for. I'm looking for investment capital. So especially venture capital, So I thought that this CHASM, which is called close to CHASM, but I think that this is a really good website for those of you who are looking for venture capital, like myself. Also grants, and you are looking to connect and also have a real strategy for going for that type of funding. All right, so this they just did a category startup school. So they have this category, or like it's called the startup school. So it gives you all these articles on how to like build your startup. So that's really cool. All right, so it says first off, wow, the response from our July grant was nothing short of incredible. From the surge of applications, our winner has been notified, public is coming this week, to the hundreds of survey responses and heartfelt emails flooding our inbox. One thing is clear: the need is urgent, and the energy is unstoppable. We couldn't wait until September, so we're not. This month, we're dropping major resources that you've been asking for and deserve. Below, get your first look at what's coming in August, what we're building next, and why we say Founder First Platform is not a buzzword, it's a promise. We've been quietly building CHASM behind the scenes for the past year, and now it's our turn. It's your turn to build with us. So, for starters, $50,000, $50,000, 50K is up for grabs in August. We've leveled up our grant by doubling it from last month after seeing the 1,000 applications that rolled in just weeks. More info is coming soon, but we couldn't wait to tell you. Then they have the new Venture Capitalist Resource Hub. This is the insider guide we wish existed. No jargon, no gatekeeping. Other resources that provide this info, it costs a lot of money, so we decided to eliminate that barrier and give it all to you for free. Coming later this month. You can expect over 100 venture capitalist profiles with key info like fund size, average check size, stage focus, household brands they funded, who to reach out to, and more. Exclusive offers from brands to build your business. Again, something every founder wishes they had when they were in the thick of it. We're making more than just content. We're creating connections to the biggest brands in the world, starting with a suite of exclusive discounts and offers from for the most expensive stuff like legal, web design, social media consulting, and more. Club CHASM virtual series, which is really cool. Okay, it says we promise access, resources, and proximity. Here's where we deliver. Later this month, we will be announcing our Fall Club CHASM calendar of virtual events that will include big time business leaders, investors, and more. Not only will you be in the same virtual room with them, but afterwards, you have a pretty compelling subject line to stand out of the hundreds of cold emails. I was just in your CHASM chat. Okay, got you. Oh, okay. So we've already said too much. But trust us, excuse me, there is so much more coming. Powered by our generous club, CHASM, excuse me, female and male members to supercharge your business. This is awesome. Okay. Sorry, y'all, I've been talking all day. So this is pretty much the newsletter about it. You can learn more actually about this particular grant. And let me see. Let's see if we can go inside of their startup school and learn more about this grant, because they really only said like something small. So the startup school part of CHASM, which is a business resource website, says for practical how-tos, pitching, scaling, branding, funding, marketing, and more. Okay, pre-seed playbook. I actually read this. The pre-seed playbook. I thought this article was really good. Building a team, all this good stuff. How to find an investor. New CHASM grant. They did a $20,000 grant, right? And they already put the winner out there for you. Let's see. They don't really have much else. So let's go through grant terms and conditions. All right. So it says, so let's go through it. Eligibility. To be eligible for consideration under the program, an applicant must, as of As of the time of the application submission, you must be 18 years or older. You have to be based in the United States. Be a founder or co-founder for a for-profit business in the early to mid stages of development. So, not have previously received a grant from CHASM, and submit a complete application through the method specified by CHASM, including a statement of intended use of funds. By submitting an application, each applicant represents and warrants that all information provided in connection with the program is true, accurate, and complete to the best of their knowledge. So, the selection process. Recipients of any grant, just to let you know, this is not only for women. I just noticed that. So, this is for males too, all right? So, recipients of any grant made under the program will be selected by a panel of CHASM advisors, employees, or other designated representatives. Selections will be made in CHASM's sole discretion based on various factors, which may include, without limitation, the viability and potential impact of the business. So, pretty much, how will you receiving this grant be impactful to your business? And also, the viability is pretty much why is your product needed in your area, in your target cities, your targeted cities that you're trying to sell your product and service in. Demonstrate product market fit for early traction, clarity and feasibility of the business plan, competitive differentiate. What makes you different from your competitors? Sorry, I can't say that word today. Founders' qualifications in alignment with CHASM's mission and purpose use of funds. CHASM is under no obligation to provide feedback to applicants regarding selection decisions and expressly reserves the right to not award any grants in any given program cycle. All right, so that means there's no obligation for them to provide feedback to you. Any award pursuant to the program shall be a one-time discretion, non-dilutive, and non-transferable. Funds. So yeah, that makes sense. Pretty much, you don't have to pay it back. Use of funds, follow up. So, use of fund and program follow up. So it looks like they do want you to follow up with them. It says funds awarded under the program are intended to be used for the business purposes described in the application. CHASM may, from time to time, at its own sole discretion, request updates from the recipients regarding business progress and use of funds. While recipients are not contractually required to provide ongoing reports, they are expected to cooperate in good faith with reasonable follow-up requests from CHASM. So let's say like 6 months from you winning this grant, they might say, hey, how did it go with the 50K? How's everything going? You could just respond to them and tell them how the grant was impactful, how you were able to invest in those main key points that you said in the application, and how it has truly helped build your company. All right. Disbursements of funds. So funds will be dispersed by electronic means or other commercial reasonable methods following CHASM's receipts of all required documentation, including confirmation of eligibility and execution of any required acknowledgement. Timing of disbursement is subject to CHASM's internal review and processing procedures. CHASM makes no guarantee regarding timing of disbursement and shall not be liable for any delay in the transmission of funds. So, electronic means they're going to do an ACH transfer or just like a direct transfer to your bank, to your business bank. Yeah. All right. That's really it. That's all we needed to know. There's no specific date at all, but when you go to the application, I did put this link inside of the chat for you guys, so we're going to go ahead and apply together. So it does say that the applications are open until August 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's $50,000 that you get. The winner will be announced mid-September, so most likely by the end of September or within the first 2 weeks of October, you might receive your ACH, your transfer of 50K. All right. All right, so let's actually apply to this thing. Let's get right into it. Let's see if you are eligible. We'll go over the eligibility again. And they also have terms and services, so we definitely want to check this out as well, okay? To be eligible for the CHASM grant, and it says July, but they need to change it to August, all applicants must meet the following criteria. This grant is designed to support women entrepreneurs and those building businesses that advance equity for women and girls. Okay, got you. So it says you have to be a woman entrepreneur for this one. Now they have specified that. Interesting. Must identify as an entrepreneur and be the founder or co-founder of the business. Got to be a woman. or building a business that advance equity for women. So even if you are a male, and let's say you are doing a, I don't know, like a girls camping type of business, I don't know, something like that, right? Or hair braiding for little girls, and you're a guy. Well, you can probably do something like that. Or if you are doing a business that, okay, says advanced equity for women. So say you are doing like a, what do they call them? Like a class for young girls to learn etiquette. So like an etiquette class, right? You offer that. Or you might offering like a pottering school specifically for young girls, something like that. Okay. All right. So must be 18 years and older, live in the United States, based in the United States, must be a for-profit business. Nonprofits are not. This is not for you. Must be in the early to mid stages of business growth. Must have a clear plan for how you would use 50K. Cannot be a previous winner of the CHASM grants. All right. So let's look at the terms and services a little bit more. Okay, we already looked at this. Grants terms. So we already went through this. We just went through this. Okay, fine. All right, so do you agree? You will click yes. Let's get through this application. So please provide your full name. All right. First and last name. What's your email address? Everybody should have a work email. A work email is your emails. Everybody should have a work email that looks like this. You can actually purchase a work email through like through Google Workspace, or through GoDaddy.com or Wix.com. When you are setting up your business website, that superchargemybusiness.com is my direct domain. You can actually visit my website. So in the process of you purchasing your domain, you should also get your website as well. If you guys have been building your businesses and you've been skipping things like doing your website, doing your professional email setup, and you still have mycompany@gmail.com, it's 2025. It's 2025. Ain't no way you still doing that. And if you are, I'm here to reassure you, friend, that you have to do business professionally, and you have to do it at first hand. Do it right the first time so you don't have to go back and do it a second time. Do it right the first time. Okay. So building your company on strong foundations, not on sand, will allow you to really hold things up even in your adversities. Okay. Having a business email address is really, really going to help show that you look professional. All right. It can be info@mycompany.com. Your first name at mycompany.com. My entire team has a business email address. So when I hire somebody, it will be Grace@superchargemybusiness.com, Ashley@superchargemybusiness.com, Jerry@superchargemybusiness.com, James@superchargemybusiness.com, Dennis@superchargemybusiness.com, Michaela@supercharge. That's how it will be. Each of my employees, they have a company email. So anytime I need to forward anything to them, or they need to have communication with my clients, it would always be through the business email that I can actually keep track of and keep watch of, as far as with that data and with those emails that they're sending out. Do it right the first time. Okay. All right. Provide your birthday. All right. Cool. What is the name of your business? Okay. These are the easy questions. Superior Business Development Solutions LLC. That is the name of my business. That's question number 5. All right. We're getting through the application. What is your business website? If you don't have a website yet, please leave it blank. That's what it says. Leave it blank. But I have a website, so I'm going to grab my website, paste it here because it needs the HTTPS address at the beginning. Okay. What is your business address? Put in your business address. And the country, of course, is the United States. Okay. All right, let's get through it. What year was your business established? You want to use the year that you actually purchased your LLC. Okay. What is your annual revenue? All right, they have a drop down for you. Pre-revenue is you have not generated any revenue yet. Under 50K, if that's you, that's you. 50K to 100K, if that's you, that's you. 100K, choose what is for you. Okay. How many employees do you have? Put the number that you have. Please include full-time, part-time, and contractors. All right. Have you received prior funding from personal, an example, personal savings, friends and families, grants, loans, angel investors, venture capital, crowdfunding? What have you used? If you guys been using your personal savings, then yes, you can put yes. Okay. Specify your sources of funding. Then you will put in there. You have been using your personal savings. So I'll put personal savings, um, capital loan grant. Okay. Are you a member of any women entrepreneur networks or organizations? So it can be CHASM, Female Founders Alliance, Women Who Start Up, Founding Women, OGC, etc. Are you a part of any women entrepreneur networks or organizations? If you all signed up for I Fund Women yesterday, then yes, you are. Specify the network. We can put I Fund Women. Okay, cool. That was number 14. Number 15 says, what problem are you solving and why is it the right time to solve it? Is this business solving a real problem in any way? What feels valuable and needed? Is this business solving a real problem in any way that feels valuable and needed? We are looking for smart ideas that make sense and have a real shot at working. All right, so what is the problem? What problem are you solving and why is it now like the right time for you to solve it? So for me, depending on what you guys do, right? You guys should all know exactly what the problem is you are solving. You must be confident in explaining that. If you are a company that is doing cleaning and you're doing residential cleaning, well, let's name a couple of problems of what your clients will potentially have. One, they don't have the time. They don't have the time to do it. Some of your clients might not have the physical capability to actually do it, especially for those 55 and older clients. Another problem could be, they don't want to use harsh chemicals and they don't know where to get those eco-friendly chemicals that will still give them that effect. You understand? So explain what the problem is and why is it the right time for you to have this cleaning company? Well, most people are, going into entrepreneurship, taking trips, or they're busy with their day, or you have the baby boomers right now at this age where they don't have the physical capabilities of being able to clean their own place. So in order to keep them in good health, it's best that we provide this solution now. It's needed now considering the majority of one of our clientels is baby boomers, and we know that the baby boomers, this is the time that they are getting up in age where they can't do those physical daily activities anymore. So we take the hard work of being able to have to do a deep clean of their entire home, and we will provide that service for them on whenever and however they need to. All right. So the problem I'm solving is let's see. Um, Small businesses have a challenge with accessing traditional lending. Superior solutions takes out the hassle of educates and provide a done for you service. Mm. What can I spell today? Their businesses. We encourage our clients to go for debt-free funding to start and scale their businesses. Mm. With rising rates for 30%. Rates at 30% annually. I understand that no well, that's whatever. Entrepreneurs, yes, are interested in, in grants. Grants are into currently funding. And are no longer interested in traditional lending. All right, so let me read my answer really quick. Startups and small businesses, yes. Startups and small businesses have a challenge with accessing traditional lending. Superior Solutions educates and provides a done-for-you service, grant writing, and I put grant writing. We encourage our clients to go for debt-free funding to start and scale their businesses, allowing them to feel more confident in executing on business development tasks now. With a rising grant surge of 30% annually, I understand that more entrepreneurs are interested in grants. Most are looking to pay back COVID relief funding and are no longer interested in traditional lending. Yeah. So that shows what the problem is, and why it's the best time to for me to have this business. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So we hit okay. I hope y'all wrote your answers. Who's your target audience and how do you know they want what you have to offer? All right. So my target audience Um, this one. Does their product or service match what the target audience actually wants and needs? Early traction, community buzz. Oh, I am reassured daily that my audience needs the education provided and your service based on the traction on our YouTube channel. Um, the 6K subscribers. The conversion, how many people watch my daily live streams to paid clients are more than 5%. I have done multiple exercises of offering my grant writing service live on YouTube for a affordable cost of $35, and I was able to gain over 1,000 new email subscribers and clients. We have over 200 testimonials about my service and YouTube channel. All right, I'll go through that. I'll read it. Which I need to keep going. All right, let's see if we can read through this entire thing. I wish it was like the other one. All right, so in so many ways, I explained who my target audience was. So I said my target audience is startups and small business owners, usually women, minorities, and young people from the ages of 19 to 60. And they also asked, and how do you know they want what you have to offer? So I explained that I am reassured that you guys like or want what I offer based on the traction that I get from the YouTube channel. Okay, with over 56K subscribers, and I also have and also the conversions from when you guys come on my daily live streams, that literally is more than 5%, and usually conversions are less than 2%, so that's good. Also, I explained that I have done multiple exercises when I would offer a one-time affordable grant opportunity where you guys would pay $35, and I would apply to a grant for you live on YouTube. Well, I've done that exercise more than 4 times, and each time I gained at least, let's say, 700 to 1,000 new clients and new email subscribers. So that reassures me that this is an offer. My service is what you guys, my target audience, really wants. Okay. Okay. I hope you guys entered in. It doesn't have to be as long as what I'm entering, um, but it can be something very short and simple. Very direct. Explain what you are building and what your next key milestones in the next 3 to 6 months are. So, can you clearly articulate what you're building, why it matters, and how you're getting there? A bold vision is great, but we also want to see a solid plan. All right, so let's say with explain what you are building. My company is a necessity. I hope I spelled it right. No, I didn't. There we go. Necessity to startups and small business owners. Within the in the next 6 months, I plan to build a, let's say, AI tool that would offer a affordable grant writing service and would assist my clients in more funding resources. Why am I not spelling right today? I know I did spell it right. Would my company is this necessity to startups and small business owners. In the next 6 months, I plan to build a AI tool that would offer a affordable grant writing service and would assist my clients in more funding resources. Having this grant offer of 50K would also allow me to give back to my target audience. I plan to give a 10K grant to my audience, which in return would bring more subscribers and increase my email list. The increase, let's say, the increase in subs and the email list would give me more potential users for my AI tool that is to come. All right, so explain what you are building and what are your next key milestones in the next 3 to 6 months. All right, so didn't really put, I feel like I didn't put much key milestones, so I'll probably come back to this. But my company is a necessity to startups and small business owners. In the next 6 months, I plan to build an AI tool that would offer an affordable grant writing service and would assist my clients in more funding resources. Having this grant offer of $50,000 would also allow me to give back to my target audience. I plan to give a $10,000 grant to my audience, which in return would bring more subscribers and increase my email list. The increases in the subs and email list would uh, give me more potential users for my AI tool that is to come. We have already hit one milestone of hiring a UI, let's say UX developer, and we plan to hire more developers to give a solid experience for our audience. All right, so there you go. Cool. Okay. What makes your business different from others in your space? What sets you apart? We're looking for founders who know their space and can confidently explain what makes their business different and better. So, a lot of you guys compare me to Hello Skip. So we'll talk about Hello Skip because I guess that's my competition. So what makes me different from my competitors like Hello Skip and other freelancer grant writers is that I offer a tailored, done for you service. I, I manage, offer grants management and two consultations that comes with the service. Furthermore, I offer affordable competitors charge $250 to say $1,000 per grant application. Affordable. Typing very fast. Okay. So what makes me different from my competitors like Hello Skip and other freelancer grant writers is that I offer a tailored done for you service. I offer grant management and two consultations that comes with the service. Furthermore, I offer affordable services. My competitors charge $250 to $1,000 per grant application. My services have two business models clients can choose from. Model A, one-off grant writing, or Model B, grant writing subscription. Lastly, I offer small business development coaching, and I write business plans and pitch decks to help the our clients get grant ready. All right, there we go. Simple. All right. So if you have a competitor analysis, that will be something that you could pretty much pull from that. That should be in your business plan. Obviously, I wrote my own business plan, so yeah. Yeah, there you go. Hit okay. Tell us your founder story. What have you overcome and what drives you? We bet on people. We want to understand who you are, what drives you, and why you're the one to build this. Resilience, purpose, and lived experience matter. I am. I experienced a truly economic challenge in my business during COVID. I had overdue business bills and lost my corner office in Miami. I was on a verge of being a, being a well-known financial consultant until the pandemic effects started. This was very detrimental to me and my clients. I lost a lot of clients during that time due to the financial challenges they were going through. However, I did not give up. I still had faith and determination to help my clients in any way possible. Before I, um, while I was drowning in my own business debts, I remembered applying to so I decided to search for grants. Grants, a grants, um, businesses. I won more than 10K in grant funding. Then that it, I have to help my clients. I have to educate my clients and help them receive free money as I did. So they won't drown in debt.
20% of the actual grants. A few of them are still not funds to this day.
Okay, I'm going to read this. Sorry, y'all. The question is, tell us your founder story. What have you overcome and what drives you?
Life changing grant funding is an encouragement to transition encouragement to offer these service for clients. I commit
All right. So, yeah. All right. So, let me read you what I said. Hey, good morning, Denise. All right. So, the question was, tell us your founder story. What have you overcome and what drives you? All right, so I experienced a truly economic challenge in my business during COVID. I had overdue bills, overdue business bills, and lost my corner office in Miami. I was on the verge of being a well-known financial consultant until the pandemic effects started. This was very detrimental to me and my clients. I lost a lot of clients during that time due to the financial challenges they were going through. However, I did not give up. I still have faith. I still had faith and determination to help my clients in any way possible. While I was drowning in my own business debts, sorry, Edie. I remembered applying to grants back in college. So I decided to search for small business grants. I applied to the SBA COVID Relief Grant and a grant specifically for women owned businesses. I won more than $10,000 in grant funding. That's when it clicked. I have to help educate my clients and help them receive free money as I did. So they won't as I did. Here. So they won't drown in debt. I offered to teach my grant writing method to my YouTube subscribers of only 10K at the time. and about 20% of them actually won a grant. A few of them are still my clients, are still my client to this day. This story opened my eyes to how life changing grant funding is and encouraged me to offer the service for my clients. I commit to a daily live stream on YouTube where I educate entrepreneurs about grants, the best funding option, my interactive chat, and clients. Booking my services keeps me motivated and continue to educate and offer continue to educate and offer this service. Okay, so that's my story. You just put your story. What? How did you start your company? What have you overcome, and what drives you? Okay. All right, so I took time out to write that, so I hope you guys wrote down what you need to write down. How do you plan to utilize the grant? How will 20K, or really this is 50K, so don't mind them, it's 50K. But how would 50K move the needle? Be specific. We're looking for high impact clarity plans. Okay, so what I would do is, and not vague intentions, this grant would allow me to invest in payroll, skill development, and skill development, strategic marketing, and giving back to my audience, to my clients. Let's say. So it's 50K. So I will break it up in 10K each. So within a two, within let's say 2 quarters of the year, I would be I would spend this grant in a sustainable way. So let's say 10K, sorry, 10K So if I'm gonna split it up in 2 quarters, it will be 25K each. Okay. And so what I would do is like 5K, 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 5 times 5, 25. Okay. So let's say 5,000, okay, would go into um, each, let's say, sector. Furthermore, we would give out our first 5K grant to our audience. The I was 31, 31, 5K Q2, 5K would be invested the same as Q1 for sustainability and to show resourcefulness. I know I spelled that wrong. Resourcefulness. All right, this grant would allow me to invest in payroll, skill development, strategic marketing, and giving back to my clients. Within 2 quarters of the year, I would spend this grant in a sustained way. Quarter 1, 5K each would go into $5,000 would go into each sector. Furthermore, we would give out our first $5,000 grant to our audience. Quarter 2, 5K would be invested the same as Q1 for sustainability and show resourcefulness. Investing into payroll would provide more jobs for our and allow us to take on more clients. Should 5K and should change it marketing for each quarter would allow us to keep track of what's working and isn't. Furthermore, creating more awareness about our services. Payroll skill development, 5K and skill development would be to keep our staff freshly positioned in their creative writing skills and sales pitch. What else did we do? Skills development, payroll, strategic marketing. Lastly, 5K each quarter for giving back would be a great way to show commitment, compassion, and care to our interests with our audience. We will tell their friends, family, co-workers, and beyond about our grant, which will increase our email list for marketing more about what's to about our new AI project. Okay. Boom. Cool. I can skill development. I see. Let's just say this really 5K for strategic marketing for each quarter would allow us to keep track of what's working and isn't working. Furthermore, creating more awareness about our services, 5K and skill development would be to keep our staff freshly positioned in their creative writing skills. Sales pitches, let's say sales pitches, and development
say at sorry, skills.
Was muted. Yeah, I was muted. Sorry, you guys. So I was just reading your responses. My mic is going out, so you know we've been on here for a little minute. Okay, so any questions that you guys have? We just went over a 25 applications, 25 question application. And it took us a couple minutes to do it, about like let's say 20 minutes or so. So, but any questions? The questions was quite straightforward. I lost. I have lost apps in that same way. I do thank you for sharing your process with us, though. Thank you so much. Thank you. So a lot of these, you notice that with my grant answers, is not big, like these big vocabulary words, all that good stuff. Like they want to hear directly from the founder. They want you to be as human as possible. So it's very important that you are being very direct and just coming from the heart, being compassionate in your answers. My answers that are provided are strategic, but also compassionate as well. And I can show that I actually do know what I'm doing. And I know that my particular product and service is needed in the market. And it's simply because of the things that I'm already executing now, doing these daily live streams and having over 300 views every time I just get off a live. And then after that, it would be more than that. Yeah, that just reassures me. Okay. All right. So, any questions, you guys? It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. The link and everything that you need to apply to this $50,000 grant, you must be a women entrepreneur, is in the description. The direct application link. The direct application link is also inside of the chat as well. So, yeah. Okay. Sorry, y'all. My mic died. Hello, I'm sorry, I just joined. Do you need an LLC already? No, you don't. They did not ask for an LLC. They did not ask for it. You can be a startup. Thank you for the guidance. It is my pleasure. I hope that this entire live stream has actually built confidence within you to go ahead and apply to grants. Most people don't submit grant applications because you lack the confidence, believing that you have to say these big, high key vocabulary words and sound as professional as possible. Because we have artificial intelligence, you don't want to sound like a robot. You want to sound like a true business owner that is compassionate about what you are getting into, the market you're getting into, your mission. You notice that the questions that they asked on this application was questions like, tell us your story, tell us what have you went through, why did you start your business? So they wanted to hear directly from you. Also, they wanted to know exactly, like, step by step, how you would spend this money and what are your actual milestones and goals within the next 6 months. Now, for a mission driven entrepreneur, you already know the next milestones that you want to hit within the next 6 months. That's for mission driven entrepreneurs. And that's you. You know exactly what you would do, not only with $50,000, but whether you got the grant opportunity or not. You know the milestones and the goals that you want to hit, regardless of winning this grant. So you specify that in the grant application. In addition to that, they ask questions about your particular target audience. Do you know your target market? And then they wanted to know what makes you different from your competitors. Do you know who you are competing up against? And what makes you so different from them? So a lot of you guys know about Hello Skip, which is a whole app that you can download on your phone. But I offer more affordable services, more tailored services. It's like a grant writing concierge type of service. And I'm also like, I have 2 different business models that my clients can choose from. And I also offer 2 consultations with that. In addition to that, I offer, consultations, business development coachings, and all kinds of stuff that you can do that will help you get grant ready. So that's what makes me different, right? It's a more personal feel because you get to talk directly to me. You don't talk directly to Ryder. You talk to an entire team that he has hired or he has contracted with through like the SBA or something like that. Okay. So I was able to explain what makes me different from my other grant writing peers. And, I just went into more details about how I would be able to use this 50K grant opportunity. And I broke it down in different percentages or within money. Okay. So you need to do the same. Be very detailed, but give your story, be compassionate and mission driven. I wanted to walk you through this because I looked at the answers from the $20,000 winner from July from CHASM. And when I read her answers, I said her answers are literally coming directly from the heart. There is like, it's not, there's nothing high key vocabularies. There's nothing like super mega professional about what she's saying. She's literally directly saying, I started Melon Brand because my son was suffering from eczema and I needed to find a product and I couldn't find that product, so I decided to develop the product myself. And since doing that, I offered this product to my neighbors and stuff. They liked it, and I noticed that there's no products out there for us as Black and brown people. So she saw the need for the grant. She saw the need for her particular product, and she also went through challenges herself. So you need to explain the same thing. Me myself, because I'm a grant writer and I'm in helping you guys get ready for like grant funding. I talked about like how I went through a challenging financial time during COVID.